Subaru BRZ Southeast Lux 2017 review. The Subaru BRZ is the other half of the now iconic joint venture that saw Toyota launch the GT86, and it's the half that we've always unashamedly preferred. Adamant throughout the development that the Subaru should be the more focused of the duo, Yoshio Hirakawa, the man responsible for the development, testing and production of both coupes, ensured that the BRZ received slightly sharper steering, a keener front end and better high-speed damping than the more luxurious GT86. And in our minds, it has always been the purest distillation of what the Toyota should be. But for the majority of buyers, superior dynamics will always come second to a better equipped cabin, a longer warranty and increased refinement. Therefore, it came as little surprise that the plusher Toyota, with the added advantage of a widespread dealership network and a slick advertising campaign, outsold its more focused sibling by roughly 5-1. However, not one to lie down without a fight. The company did win 3 World Rally Championships. After all, Subaru is back with a comprehensive midlife facelift that promises to build on what we already love about the current car, namely, that great chassis and characterful engine, and, to rectify what we don't, poor ride quality and a distinctly Spartan interior. Therefore, on the inside, a compact 4.2-inch screen has been added to the old-school instrument panel. There's a new, smaller diameter steering wheel, similar to that applied to the Subaru's GT86 sister, and the interior now features Alcantara throughout. And for the first time, all BRZs now receive a 6.1-inch touchscreen. The Bluetooth-compatible system acts as the single interface for everything from SAT-NAV optional to smartphones. Exterior-wise, the changes are less obvious. New headlights now feature different daytime running lights. The front bumper gets redesigned side vents, while the boot gets a tacked-on rear wing. Small changes no doubt, but to these eyes at least, the overall aesthetic is distinctly sharper and more cohesive than Toyota's effort. Those craving improved straight-line performance are set to be disappointed, as Subaru, like Toyota, has not seen fit to add more power, meaning that the car's 2.0-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine still produces 197 bishop and 151 pounds-feet of torque. However, the strength of the engine block has been increased, the rocker arms have been lightened and friction has been reduced on the camshaft. All of these, Subaru claims, contribute to slightly lower emissions. What hasn't changed, however, is that the engine still needs to be revved hard to get the most from it. Peak torque comes in at a heavy 6,400 RPM. Which means that quick progress demands fast gear changes, clever footwork and high corner speed. Unfortunately, the torque dip at 400 RPM still remains, but we found that when pushing on, you rarely find yourself dropping much below 5,000 RPM. However, it's in the corners where the BRZ really shines. For 2017 the front springs have been stiffened and the rears have been softened off. It's the opposite for the anti-roll bars, which in turn makes the front end even pointier. In slippery winter conditions you might expect this to make the car feel somewhat edgy, especially on its low-grip Michelin Primacy tires. But combined with the remapped steering, which has been tuned to build weight more smoothly off-center, the BRZ feels remarkably stable and confidence-inspiring at speed. By tweaking the dampers and stiffening the suspension, the revised BRZ also feels noticeably more progressive up to and over the limit. turn into a quick corner and the car will push on initially, but trail the brakes or lift mid-corner and that push quickly transfers into easily controllable oversteer. The car's new track mode will also allow you to do all of this without risking getting too out of shape. And rather impressively, if you do overstep a mark, the software now brings you back into line in a controlled manner, unlike the previous car's distinctly binary system. The dampers have also been fitted to transmit fewer vibrations into the cabin than before, but without testing the cars back-to-back, it's hard to decipher if there has been a noticeable improvement. What we can say, however, is that while the ride is firm, it's not too harsh, and at higher speeds the BRZ feels impressively stable, thanks in part to a relatively long 2,570mm wheelbase. We said in our first drive of the BRZ way back in 2012 that the hardest decision will not be whether to part with your money at all, but choosing between the Subaru and Toyota. Thankfully, Subaru has made this decision somewhat more straightforward in 2017. Instead of offering two separate trim levels like Toyota, Subaru only offers one, the fully loaded 26,050 pounds Southeast Lux. For that money, you get goodies such as heated Alcantara seats, a leather dashboard, Bluetooth compatibility, keyless entry and the new rear spoiler. The GT86 in the same specification would cost you more than £1,500 extra. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye bye.